Before we begin, if this is the first time you visit to our channel, you consider to subscribe. Trust Dr. Channel Dr. Ez. The deal of the century, what are its key points? 3 years in the making, the deal of the century. US President Donald Trump's peace plan has finally been revealed. Borders. Trump's plan features a map of what Israel's new borders will be, should it enact the plan fully. Israel will retain 20% of the West Bank and will lose a small amount of land in the Negev near the Gaza-Egypt border. The Palestinians will have a pathway to a state in the vast majority of territory in the West Bank, while Israel will maintain control of all borders. This is the first time a US president has provided a detailed map of this kind. Jerusalem. The Palestinians will have a capital in East Jerusalem based on northern and eastern neighborhoods that are outside the Israeli security barrier, Kaveh Rakaab, Abu Dis and half of Shuafat. Otherwise, Trump said Jerusalem will remain undivided as Israel's capital. Settlements. Israel will retain the Jordan Valley and all Israeli settlements in the West Bank in the broadest definition possible, meaning not the municipal borders of each settlement but the security perimeters. This also includes 15 isolated settlements, which will be enclaves within an eventual Palestinian state. Within those settlements, Israel will not be able to build for the next 4 years. The IDF will have access to the isolated settlements. For the settlement part of the plan to go into effect, Israel will have to take action to apply sovereignty to the settlements, which Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he plans to do at the upcoming cabinet meeting on Sunday. Security. Israel will be in control of security from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. The IDF will not have to leave the West Bank. No change to Israel's approach to Judea and Samaria would be needed. Palestinian state. The plan does not include immediate recognition of a Palestinian state, rather, it expects a willingness on Israel's part to create a pathway toward Palestinian statehood based on specific territory, which is about 70% of Judea and Samaria, including areas A and B and parts of Area C. The state will only come into existence in 4 years if the Palestinians accept the plan, if the Palestinian Authority stops paying terrorists and inciting terrorism, and if Hamas and Islamic Jihad put down their weapons. In addition, the American plan calls on the Palestinians to give up corruption, respect human rights, freedom of religion and a free press, so that they don't have a failed state. If those conditions are met, the US will recognize a Palestinian state and implement a massive economic plan to assist it. Refugees. A limited number of Palestinian refugees and their descendants will be allowed into the Palestinian state. None will enter Israel. Triangle. The plan leaves open the possibility that Israel will swap the area known as the Triangle, consisting of Kaveh Kara, Arara, Barka al-Gharbia, El Farm and more, into the future Palestinian state. According to the plan, the vision contemplates the possibility, subject to agreement of the parties, that the borders of Israel will be redrawn such that the Triangle communities become part of the state of Palestine.